is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
And you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. All right.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for now.
With me in your head because I didn't.
No, I did. I told
hear
you.
Any of this? This is all like completely new stuff. So weirdo. I feel like you need to move over more because the thing's right in your face. $10 seconds.
This is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Thanks for joining us this morning. GovsRadio.com is the website. You can see our show there live right now.
This is Ruth Buzzy, and I'd like you to know how much I love the Knockem Dead radio show coming to you live on govsradio.com. Oh, you make me laugh. You really do. Oh, please. I can't do this anymore.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say there, people?
Hey, Tony. you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Day Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Hi.
I got it right.
What happened? What'd you say?
I got it just like the last second.
You did. Hi, and we're on this one. No.
Yes.
No, this one.
Do you want me to just take one away so you don't have to worry about this every day?
They're right next to
I'm
each other,
going to
so
take
I'm
one
always
away.
confused.
I'm taking it away.
Don't yell at me. Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday. It's March 2nd. It's March 2nd. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. The legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Dr. Edman is here. Right there. Look, I'm sticking my pen right up. I'm like Jim Henson. Look. Look.
Greetings.
Keep talking.
Greetings. I was trying to be really good and not talk during the intro, so I muted myself and I missed my first whisper of Levittown.
It's okay, puppet Dr. Edman Ken Pichelle.
Okay, that's really good. Wow, Sallie. How are you today?
I'm good, Ken Pichelle. How are you?
I made myself laugh.
I am good, thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Captain Jack.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, Captain Jack. Nikki is there, and Greg is there. Jeff Bosey, Elizabeth. Kirsten says, when do we start viewing on Gov's Radio's website? We'll get to that in a minute. We're just saying hi to everybody first, and then we're going to get to the ads. Carrie's there. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Please like and share the show. Hit those hearts, hit the likes, and just share this. Copy the link if you have to, and just share this to every page you can. Andy Pacino says, smell my fingers after working that puppet. Yeah, please like and share the show, and tell everybody you know about the great shows here at govsradio.com, including the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, and including A Little Bit of Laughs with Anthony Rodia and Goomba Johnny, which is on tonight at 8 o'clock. Of course, there's Soul Space, which is on at 6:30 tonight. Domestic Disturbance at 9:30. Lots of great shows tonight. Lots of great shows all over the place here at govsradio.com. If you saw the Teespring ad a minute ago, please get yourself some Govs Radio swag on teespring.com. Send a picture of yourself with your Govs Radio swag. Send it to us on Facebook. You get yourself a free pass to any of the three great Governors Comedy Clubs here on Long Island: Bohemia, Belmore, and Levittown. And go to govs.com. That is the website of the club. Excuse me. You'll find out when they're opening, find out their schedule, find out what's going on, and that's where it is. Govs.com. We're govsradio.com. Our website is available right now. You can see our shows there. Felix is watching on the website. Joe Stas is on the website. Joe Stas must be excited because he cannot go to Govs Radio jail there. Kirsten went over to the website. Very nice.
Is he in jail again?
No,
it just happens so often that he's afraid to go on
Yeah.
Facebook.
He's one of those people.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
Who's to say you can't put Joe Stas in Gov's radio jail if you want to?
We're not bothered by anything that he's saying, I don't think.
Well, you never know. Maybe he'll get brave. And that's the thing. He's like Brooksy in Shawshank. He's
he can't
adjust
on walls.
He can't adjust to the outside
that
world.
That wasn't polite. And then
Right. Well, he was dying at that point. What did he care?
Himself, and somebody's got to clean that up.
When you're in jail, as much as Joe Stas is, you can't adjust to the outside world. So we may have to put together a Gov's Radio jail. Ken is onto something.
But we all might want to go because then he'd cook for us, and that would probably be.
He
great.
doesn't.
Now you're talking.
I don't know that he cooks as much as his mother-in-law does.
So we have to put her in jail. Right. We'd have to find a reason to put her in jail.
No, you don't put mommies in jail.
Oh.
No mommies.
Ken Pichelle is here with the ads, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready there, Dr. Edman?
I'm not. Sorry.
I'll be like the Brady Bunch.
I forgot all about it.
I'm just looking up at Ken.
You what? You forgot all about the ads?
Well, I was making your head bigger. There you go.
Oh, awesome.
Take it away.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Roslyn Social, a social experience in dining. Roslyn Social is the area's premier location for elevated pub food, craft cocktails, and local beers. Roslyn Social is open for socially distanced dining, takeout, curbside pickup, delivery, and on your favorite food service apps. Even their famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. You can follow them on Facebook at Roslyn Social. They are located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. That's 1363 Old Northern Boulevard in Roslyn. Give Roslyn Social a call and say hi to Nick at 516-801-4963. That's 516-801-4963. Thank you from Roslyn Social. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. Two Eagles Auto Body is a family-owned and operated collision shop located in New Hyde Park, Long Island. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow through the insurance process to the return of your vehicle, Two Eagles Auto Body is with you. Two Eagles Auto Body is constantly striving for perfection, with your satisfaction being their number one priority. Two Eagles Auto Body is located in New Hyde Park, Long Island at 1818 Falmouth Avenue. That's 1818 Falmouth Avenue in New Hyde Park. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527. Also follow them on Facebook at Two Eagles Auto Body. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. That's Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties, 631-495-7696. That's 631-495-7696. When you work with Gina, you tap into the collective experience of the best, most experienced realtors on Long Island. Contact Gina today to discuss how Signature Premier Properties and Gina can help you market and sell your property successfully or find your perfect home. More information about Gina's listings can be found at signaturepremier.com. That's signaturepremier.com. List your house with Gina, and she will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast that it will make your head spin. It will make your head spin. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza, for the best pizza in the whole wide world. Check out Bella Vista Pizza, where they offer thin crust, thin whole wheat, deep dish, and gluten-free pies. Also, pasta and baked dishes, calzones and rolls, heroes, entrees, salads, sides, and appetizers. You can follow them on Facebook at Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta. That's Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta on Facebook. And on Instagram at Bella Vista Pizza LI. That's at Bella Vista Pizza LI on Instagram. Bella Vista Pizza is located at 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. That's 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. 516-433-4464. That's 516-433-4464. Mention Knockem Dead Comedy to receive a free garlic knot. BellaVistaPizza.com. Bambinos, check them out today. And of course, the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Knockem Dead Comedy, the premier murder mystery dinner theater company that provides interactive murder mystery dinner theater, game shows, variety shows, and more. You plan the party, they'll plan the murder. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery dinner theater company from Pennsylvania to Maine and everywhere in between. You may select between the Hillbilly Hoedown, a redneck wedding, the family, the fun, and the felony, the high school reunion, and the whacked family reunion, a lethal luau. Knockem Dead Comedy will provide a fun-filled evening full of audience interaction, including music and dancing, games and prizes, and tons of laughter. Knockem Dead Comedy shows can be seen at restaurants, catering halls, even your home. Their shows are perfect for corporate events, team building events, wedding rehearsal dinners, holiday parties, fundraisers, sweet 16s, and bar mitzvahs. You can follow them on Facebook at Knockem Dead Comedy and on Instagram at Knockem Dead Comedy. That's at Knockem Dead Comedy on Instagram. For upcoming show dates, check out knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. That's knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. Sallie, Tony, it's Trivia Tuesday.
It is Trivia Tuesday. Very excited for Trivia Tuesday.
Who isn't?
What's that?
I mean, who isn't?
Exactly. Are
Exactly.
you all right? So you'll come back in a little while, and we'll do the Trivia Tuesday with you.
Yeah, I got to scoot, but I will return. Yes.
All right. We'll see you in a bit. Thank you, Dr. Adman
See
Kempis.
you in a bit. Thanks.
All right. All right. Very nice. So good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us this morning. Again, please hit those hearts and likes and share this show with everybody. On the website, we have Beldar Conehead is watching, and he's saying he's from the south of France.
Nice.
The semi-amazing Bozy. Apparently, Jeff has changed his name on the website. It says the semi-amazing Bozy.
You're amazing. You're not semi-amazing.
Okay, this is such a lovely traditional name. I notice many share it. Okay. Don't know what he's talking about.
Anywho.
But that is the case with most of the people, most of you guys. I don't know what you're talking about half the time. Okay, let's see. All right, so yes. So Andy Plajanos is saying that, Jeff Skelzy's watching.
Hey, Jeff.
Does Naked Pics get ticks to all 3 Governors Comedy Clubs? Jeff, I have plenty of naked pictures of you already. So, no. Well, no, if you have Govs Radio swag, yeah, then that's fine. You guys can be naked with your Govs Radio swag. You'll get yourself 6 passes. We made Joe Staz's mother-in-law laugh. Let's see, where was it? Oh, there it is. Andy Plajanos, 2 chats are too stressful until the conversation is complete. I am staying here. Oh, until the conversion is complete. All right, so let's start with that. Yes, we are working towards going to justgovsradio.com. That's why we're Sallie and I think Sallie mentioned it yesterday, we're basically the guinea pigs.
Yeah, so we're just going to work it out for a few days. And,
right.
So don't worry about things.
So we're staying on Facebook for at least this week, maybe next week too. We want to because we want to make sure everything works on the website. God forbid something crashes, we don't want you to lose you guys completely. So we're staying on website. We're staying on Facebook also. So yeah, we're monitoring both. We're making sure because it's a brand new website. The way we stream our video on the website is new. So we're just testing it all out. We want to make sure it all works. So we're doing both for a little while. So bear with us. We are keeping tabs on both. If wherever you guys are commenting. Joan Kruppy Asher. She doesn't like. Oh, Joan Kruppy Asher yesterday complained that you can't reply to people on the comment thread on the website. Sorry,
we're gonna work out. I don't want to. It's just we're gonna work it all out. Like, give us the comments, and we really appreciate it. And for real, that's one of the things that I wrote down. But I don't. So much is gonna change over the next few weeks. Just hold tight and don't worry about it. It's one of the main reasons we're staying just on Facebook. I don't want to spend every show.
Scolding Joan Kruppy?
No, not at all. I'm just the opposite. Thanks for the input. It's just the opposite. I'm just scolding the. I don't want to talk about it every day when nothing's settled yet. Every day, I don't want to be we're getting.
Oh, so I'm getting scolded.
Yeah, maybe.
But we have to tell them what's going on.
But we don't know what's going on. We're just everything's still in the works. So let's just do a show.
But they asked. Kirsten asked what is going on. She asked what was going on with the website. So we had to inform her. Taz is watching. Hello, Taz. Taz sent us an email.
I'm just kidding. What?
Taz sent an email that
She did?
you didn't see it.
I don't know.
I could have sworn that it was to both of us. Not an email, a Facebook message, Facebook Messenger, that she is trying to come to New York.
I don't believe I got it.
Either this month or next month. Really? I could have sworn you were on it. And even Matt Grice is saying hi to her. Everybody stops what they're doing whenever Taz comes on. And they have to say hi to Taz, which I agree with. Everybody should say hi to Taz. So that would be exciting if Taz is, if we actually could meet her in the flesh.
Yes.
Because I was debating if she was a real person or not.
No, I know she is. Because she
I
did
know, we've had her.
Quarantine Life for me, which
That's
was
true.
like
And
really, really nice.
Well, we've had her on the Zoom.
Yep.
But it would be cool to actually see her in person. We should get her in here, and we'll do some kind of like a draw off. We'll see who can draw certain people faster, and we'll have judges to see whose drawing is more accurate.
She doesn't draw things quickly. She draws things well.
She does draw very well. Yeah, well,
And she uses a big pen, which is interesting to me.
I do too. I use just any kind of pen, just like
I
Taz.
thought you were a pencil guy.
No.
Pen?
If I'm doing something like a real serious drawing, then I'll do pencil first and then
For
trace
shading?
it in pen, and then I'll do it so I can erase. Then I'll trace it in pen, then erase all the pencil. But that's only for serious stuff. Like, if I'm just making a funny doodle.
You'd prefer pen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you care which pen, or you don't?
I don't
matter?
care. I just give me a pen, and I'll draw. So, and it's just for fun, though. So that's why we have to get Taz in here, and we'll have a draw off.
Jeff's like, oh my God, it's weird on the website. And that's just it. We're like testing the website. We're going to be changing a lot. So don't be afraid of the website yet, because what you see today may not be there tomorrow. So don't worry about anything. Let's just see how it all goes for the next few weeks.
Look at Adam Snare. Morning. First it says, morning, Tony and Sally, and y'all. Talking like he's already in Florida.
Florida isn't a southern talking state, though. It's all old people from New York. Florida has Brooklyn accents.
I'm gonna guess that there's both.
I don't think there's
I've
a
only
lot
been
of
to Florida
y'alls.
twice in my life, so I shouldn't even say. But that's my guess. That is my guess. Taz got the tickets. All right. Meaning that she is coming. And see, and then she's telling Adam Snare. See how she rushed to get to New York. I think Taz is crushing on Adam Snare.
Who isn't?
Oh, is that right? Wow. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Adam Snare's going to get more. He's going to get so much loving that he's not going to leave. Jeff Skelsey says, funny, I was going to send some to you. I'll always take more naked pictures of you, Jeff. I can't get enough of them. And neither can you guys. Sunday, Hitsvilleradio.uk. I think I got it right this time. Hitsvilleradio.uk. Sunday afternoons at 4. Check out Jeff's show. Skels Rocka. Will we have to sign on every time we go on the website? As of right now, yeah. Just trying to keep my attention on one thing at a time. So Andrew can't multitask, huh?
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Okay, so signing on. So you guys, everyone has to sign on to the website. Once you sign on, it just doesn't keep.
I had to sign on to join this join this chat today.
Well, when you joined, did you put your email in?
No, it just asks. It's just for the chat. It's not to get onto the website or anything. Just to join the chat, it asks for your name first. Where yesterday I had to do that too, and so it didn't keep it for today.
All right, so that's another thing. All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, but that's different for when the paywall starts.
All right,
Joe says he had a wonderful breakfast, and Beldar says I also doodle my what? I also doodle my mate. Oh, that's good to know.
Okay.
Do you have any pictures of that? Frank Falia is watching.
Hey, Frank.
Hello, Frank. Hope you're doing well, pal. Frank just got. He just signed on with another agency. The guy's like a whore. He just signs on to any agency that'll take him.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I just thought he signed on to this one, and he's really happy
No,
about
I
it.
would swear he's already been with an agency. He used to do drawings too, chalk outlines of dead bodies. That's funny.
So did you hear the Dr. Seuss news?
Dr. Seuss news.
Dr. Seuss news.
Dr. Seuss news. No, what are we talking about?
Well, it's not all that new because I actually remember seeing it, like several years ago. Like I think this actually happened in like 2014. But the big thing that's going around Facebook today is that Dr. Seuss has 6 books that got banned because of like racial.
Oh, there are racial overtones in his books?
So like Dr. Seuss is now getting the axe. Yeah.
All right,
but there's actually, like, in fairness to it, there's the Dr. Seuss, I guess you wouldn't really say corporation, right? But whoever, because he died in like early 90s, I think. Like he lived like a good life. He actually lived just like half an hour from me when I was out in California.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like in La Jolla or something, which is like.
Can I clarify something you just said? Because I don't think I heard it right.
Sure.
So you knew. So people knew for years now that his book had
some of the
racial
books were
overtones.
a little, yeah.
But it's not until now that people are calling for it to be.
No, I'm not sure, but I think because of the potato head stuff and all the things that are going on, now people are bringing to light that his books had been banned. I don't think they were banned this morning. I think people are just complaining about it today.
All right, but they had been banned already?
Well, even
they're calling for it to be banned.
Even his like he's got a museum.
Okay.
And even the museum, I think in like the mid 2000s, like 2014, 2000, yeah, like right around there.
Yeah.
They banned these 6 books from their museum. Like they themselves did.
Okay.
Like they just didn't want it out there anymore because they were written like a while ago, and they were a little on the racist side.
Are these some of the more popular ones?
No, like none of them that you'd like. I actually wrote them down because I'd never heard of them before, and I love Dr. Seuss.
I'm not a big fan. Even as a kid, I was not really a big fan.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love a lot of his books.
Green Eggs and Ham, I liked.
Yeah, I really like that book.
The Grinch, I was always kind of like, eh.
The Grinch the Grinch? No, what's the one where what stressed me out? The one with
The Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, I remember being a kid like really stressed about it.
I never liked Cat in the Hat much either.
Like, oh my goodness, this house is a mess. The parents are going to be really upset. This stupid cat came in and wrecked everything. I remember being like in elementary school being really stressed about this book.
Now, Tom is a cool cat. Tom and Jerry. Tom is a cool cat.
But
Cat in the Hat.
what's the book called? All the Places You'll Go. Like, I love that book.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Love that one.
Okay.
But the ones that have been
well, Green Eggs and
issue.
Ham. Green Eggs and Ham. I would bet that green aliens would find that offensive. Or Spock, because Spock's blood is green. So you're basically Dr. Seuss is insinuating that we should be cannibals and eat Spock.
It's funny because I have that book, and especially because you
have that book.
Green Eggs and Ham.
Are you 5?
Well, I kept like some books for the kids when they were like little, the books that they loved, and Sam loved it because his name's in it. And it's funny because I
swear to God, now we're gonna go home and find him reading that book.
I think Kevin was teasing me because I remember doing this, but I'd forgotten until I saw it again. There's one of the first 2 pages. It says, "I do not like you, Sam. I am," and I don't want to read that to him because I don't want to hurt his feelings. So I actually like crossed off in like ink, and I put, "I like you, Sam," because I didn't want to like.
And this is why
his little 4-year-old feelings.
That is part of the pussification of America, right there.
It was just too much, like any other child wouldn't care. But if it's your own name, I just thought it would like hurt his feelings.
Oh my goodness.
Kevin, he pointed out to me like, I don't know, a month ago, and I cracked up because I totally forgot about it.
Yeah. I thought, the story was just from a month ago when you crossed it out.
No,
Sam's going to be 21 in 2 weeks.
No, when he was like, 3 or something. Okay, so tell me if you've heard these books.
I will.
It's a long sentence. To think that I saw it on Mulberry Street.
Never heard of it.
Me either.
Okay, I've heard of Mulberry Street.
And not everyone writes great books. Maybe they were the crappy racist ones, Who knows?
It was crappy racist period.
Another one is If I Ran on the Rain.
That one sounds familiar to me.
I don't know it.
Okay. Well, then if you don't know it.
This is I don't know how to say this word. McElliott's.
McElliott's? What? Spell it.
MC.
MC.
Are you going to be doing this the whole time?
Doing what?
Repeating every letter I said.
I wasn't doing that to mess with you. I swear to God, I was just so I could visualize it in my own head.
MC.
I'll just write it down.
ELLIGOTS.
IGOTS?
It must be like the name. In the
McElligot's. McElligot's.
Anyway, it's.
Oh, but that Elegance rhymes with
penis. What? What are you going to get from
Well,
that?
I don't want to get in trouble, but it rhymes with faggots. So you're onto something. So he was using code to make fun of people.
I don't think so, but now we're going to get banned. On Beyond Zebra.
On Beyond Zebra, that sounds a little, that's
something.
That sounds like he's getting sexual with a zebra.
Cats quizzes.
Oh, yep, there you go. Quizzes about pussy.
And there was something about a zoo. I don't think I got it. It was like something like on the way to the zoo.
My goo in the zoo.
And that one, I guess, like the zoo characters were like, they were pictured and it was the drawings.
Mr. Magoo gets it on, and Mr. Magoo does the do in the zoo.
Yeah, but anyway, so like there's, I guess, like people. I mean, I guess they banned them already, and it's just kind of like the flavor of the week that people are bringing up right now.
So his own museum, said we're banning this.
Well, they just didn't display it. They just didn't. They have a whole museum, and they just didn't display those books because they probably were like, maybe Grandpa was a little. I mean, he died at 87, so he was pretty old.
So right. So when you're 87, that means you're racist. What are you
Well,
saying?
I'm just saying that he's a pretty old guy. He probably didn't even realize back in the day. So
he didn't write the books at 87.
Right. That's my point. He wrote them like so long ago.
When racism was acceptable.
My point is that just leave, like, there are some things in the past that I guess you have to change, but sometimes, like, I think we're getting a little ridiculous where we can't change like every single freaking thing that ever happened ever, because that also takes away from the learning curve. That always takes away from like if nothing is there as an example of things that hurt, then you can't teach. There's no teaching moment to say that.
I'll give you that some
and then
of these
mistakes still happen.
Some of these things should be viewable as a teaching tool, but it shouldn't. Certain things, I do agree we've gone too far with certain things, but there are things that shouldn't be out there just for entertainment purposes.
What do you mean?
All right. Let's take Dr. Seuss for example.
Okay.
Now, I don't know those books.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in them, but let's just say
let's just say that it's like the zoo one has pictures of like the Asian people were like, oh, did you really have to like make that animal look like that?
Right.
That type of thing.
So let's just say there's some kind of racial overtone in the zoo book.
Or pick an Irish look because we don't give a shit.
So I'm saying that if that book, if you're going to show that book, if you're discussing racism, if you're trying to teach racial intolerance, you're trying to use an example that's what's unacceptable, then you show that book. Or let's say there's a cartoon of it. You show the cartoon as a learning tool. This is what not to do.
Yeah.
But the Cartoon Network, I don't even know if there's still a Cartoon Network or not, but the Cartoon Network shouldn't, Saturday morning at 11 a.m., show it. Just, Saturday morning cartoons.
All right, okay,
That's
I
what
get
I'm
it.
saying.
I get it. Yeah. And to pull like certain things, I guess is, it's good, but
I do agree that it's gone a little bit too far. And I also think, like you said, the Irish don't care. I also feel that sometimes we are a little too hung up on it. Mm-hmm. I do feel that, in fact, we were talking about it the other day, and I mentioned the movie Gran Torino. There's the Clint Eastwood movie Gran Torino. There's a scene in that movie where, well, first off, the whole movie.
Say who's in it, just in case people haven't seen it.
Clint Eastwood, I said.
Oh, did you? Okay, sorry.
So Clint Eastwood, the whole movie basically is about Clint Eastwood. He's an old man. He fought in the Korean War, and he's racist, and his neighborhood is gaining more and more a Korean population, and he doesn't like it, and including some next door neighbors move in who are Korean. And in the beginning of the movie, all he does is give them the stink eye, and he even says at one point, get off my lawn, gooks. He even says it. But as the movie goes on, he gets to know this family. He begins to like them. He becomes very close to them, and they have some trouble that he gets involved in. I mean, the movie's 10, 12 years old. I guess it's okay to give it away, but it doesn't matter. But so the whole point of this movie is how he accepts these people. But he still has a sense of humor about himself, and he still makes fun of them about certain traditions. They make fun of him back about being white. And there's a scene in particular in this movie. There's the Korean family next door. One of them is a teenage boy. I don't know, maybe 14, 15.
And he's just a mild, mannered, sweet boy.
Yeah, nice kid. And Clint has family, but he doesn't really talk to them much. He doesn't get along with them. So he kind of takes this kid in, and they become friendly, and he's like his mentor.
Yeah, he doesn't have a dad,
Right.
So.
Oh, yeah, the boy's dad isn't around. So Clint takes the kid to a barbershop. And the barber, I think, is Italian. Clint is Irish. And immediately, what's up, you stupid wop? What's up, stupid guinea? All sorts of stuff like that. And they start teaching the kid how to talk that way to each other. And it's all in fun, and it's a great scene, very funny, and that is kind of how it is in the world. I know plenty of people where I have one friend, a friend of mine I've known for 30 years. I make fun of him for being Jewish all the time. He makes fun of me for being Italian. We make jokes all the time about one-legged. We don't care. It's all in fun. Don Rickles made a career out of picking on everybody, all races, and the guy crossed the line, in my opinion, plenty of times, but it's hysterical. That's all it is. It's a meaningless joke. You're making fun of someone about something. It's no different than making fun of Sallie for...
Hey.
Never mind.
Hey.
Never mind. But you know what I'm saying. And I do feel there are certain things that, who are those, the old time, where they did the blackface. That was wrong. And that shouldn't be shown on TV for entertainment anymore. I get that. But
when people first started bringing that up, oh, don't put that on TV, they were like, what? So I understand this. I understand all of it. I understand the struggle. I understand, the pendulum has to shift from right to left a few times before we get it right. And as long as we're always getting it better, you can't always get everything right, but as long as you learn and grow and try not to hurt other people's feelings, but at the same time try to keep some type of it's hard working here at Governor's because I feel for these comics. I feel that people can't, they have to really change their routine around a lot because, they don't want to be, listed as someone who offends the audience, and you don't want that. I mean, the whole joke is, the whole idea of it is to make let everyone in the audience have a really great time, and that's one of the things that I love about Jackie, because Jackie's I offend everyone, no one feels left out.
One thing I like about Jackie when he does his show is he'll actually say, okay, I'm going to start off with safe jokes. And then he'll tell a bunch, and then he'll ask everybody, okay, you want to get a little more risque? And they'll, yay!
Sure,
and he'll just keep going, and he says, okay, do you want to get
You want to go to the
beyond?
next level?
And they agree, so that so they can't take it out on him if they don't like it.
There's not one person in the audience goes, no, I was just offended. And because they're not the only ones in the group being offended. He really picks on every single person of the world, and while they're being picked on, they feel loved at the same time. It's nothing offensive, so it's difficult.
But that's the thing, and I've talked about it other times on here, and I remember we talked about it too. When was that? When was Louis C.K. here? Was that 2 years ago? Hi.
I was reading the comments that you always say that I leave out, so pick, and I'll do whatever you command.
You've yelled at me. You're not listening to me. You're reading the comments.
Well, you're there. I'm I got 1,000 things going on here.
Okay.
So when I have 1,000 things going on, I need a moment sometimes. So what?
So you fine. Say, all right, let's read the comments. Like I'll say, all right, let's see what the comments. I don't just tune you out.
Tony, I'm going to look over here to the right now. Tony,
Okay.
I'm just about to look at the volume.
Okay.
Oh, Tony, I can't think right now.
All right, no problem.
I'm making sure that the camera's at the right angle.
That's fine,
Should
Sally.
I
Thanks
do
for
that?
telling me that.
Good, I'll
That's
just
great.
keep
You're
you
doing a fine
informed.
job over there.
I know I am.
Oh,
that wasn't in question.
Oh, well, I wasn't being sarcastic. I was being dead serious.
Okay.
But I'm still picking on you for not listening to me.
Who are you?
Exactly. So as I was trying to say, when was Louis C.K. here?
Gosh, that was like
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Actually, maybe 3. All right, give or take.
No,
At least
'cause
2 years ago.
Yeah, I think
So
2.
okay. So, and I remember we talked about it at the time. Because Louis C.K., I don't know if some of you guys might remember, Louis C.K. did like a week, maybe even 2 weeks, at all 3 Governors Comedy Clubs. He was working on a comeback. He had his trouble. And he was just getting back into the clubs and just testing out new material and just trying to connect with audiences again. So we saw him at McGuire's, one of the 3 Governors Comedy Clubs. And he made a joke about autism, autistic people.
Down syndrome. You
No.
just took it as autism because you're so sensitive about it.
No, he said the word autism, didn't he?
Nope.
He said Down syndrome?
Well, he didn't say Down syndrome.
What did he say? Special needs? Oh, he said, we can say it. We're not, he said retarded.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Either way, regardless of what it was, yeah, I didn't like it. It's sensitive to me, obviously. But that's what I was saying at the time. So you get offended over something. I don't even want to say I was offended. I just didn't like it. But even still, if you're offended about something a comic says, okay. Like, so then what? Like there has to be, shut them down. There has to be a ban. There has to be this. There has to be that. No, you didn't like it. If you want to get up, you can leave. You chose to be there. You chose to watch his special. You chose to look at his video. You chose to read his Facebook page. You choose to do these things. You didn't like it? Okay. You know what? Not even 3 minutes later, I was laughing my ass off again because you moved on to other things. Okay, I didn't like the joke, and if you were sitting here right now, I would say I didn't really care for that. But I liked 1,000 other jokes. I loved 1,000 other jokes you told.
You wouldn't even said it that way. You would have been like if he had asked, you would have been like, I don't know, that joke it could cross the line. Like you wouldn't have been
true.
like, I'm
Right.
offended. You would just as advice be like,
Right.
the whole other 2 hours was amazing. That particular one, I don't know.
But that's my point exactly. So you're offended. You didn't like it.
Yeah.
Okay. There. You know what? When he said it that night, there were 200 other people in the room that laughed their asses off. I don't care. I
laughed. I thought it was a really good joke.
I
I
don't-
did. I thought it was really
Right.
funny.
I don't hate the man now. My view of him didn't change. My view of the people that thought it was funny didn't change. And I'm sure there are things that he has said that I laughed at that somebody else didn't laugh at. So what? So you're offended. Okay.
His
Move
point
on.
of the joke was it
doesn't matter.
It does matter because it was and because sometimes you could be so offended about something, but if you really look at the joke, he was actually sticking up for how ridiculous life is that you have to come up with certain different words when the people that you're talking about they don't even know or care. And that was his example. And it was something like having to explain. He goes, years ago, you used to call, like, if you had a child with Down syndrome, you're just, you're retarded. And then people would be like, oh, just so you know, like, you're talking to your, Down syndrome child. Oh, you're not, we're going to say that you have Down syndrome. And then the kid says, oh, great, so I'm not retarded anymore. And he's like, no, you're still retarded. And that was kind of the joke of, like, we place so much focus on things. And, like, I don't even know that he would do it again. But that's the point of, like, the comic. These poor people, they're just trying 10 different things out, and they may not get it right. But how do you hold them? The only way they can get it right is to test this out. He's not going on tour with this. He's trying it out in smaller venues, and that's what they all do. They try it out. They go to Jerry Seinfeld. Will go to like open mics. You can't say to Jerry Seinfeld, "Don't test anything out anymore," because someone might be offended.
Well,
it's
right,
a
but I'm not.
job.
But we're not talking about whether you're testing something out or not. We're just talking about how people you can't show or say certain things, no matter whether it's a comedian or a TV show, at all. And that's the thing. People, you can't even say a certain word. People won't even listen to the context. You just can't say a certain word, and they get all up in arms.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. But all right, so let me read some comments here.
We've got trivia.
Yeah, we got time.
Okay.
There's plenty of time. But all right, so Taz is saying that Dr. Seuss has already been banned in California.
Right.
And then Plagianos says that Seuss was a massive anti-Semite. Now, I don't know if Plagianos is joking or if that's a documented fact. So I don't even know.
I don't know, but I don't think all of his books were. I think it was just these 6 particular books.
But that's the thing, though. If it is documented, if it is a fact that he was an anti-Semite, that's a completely different story here. And I don't give a shit how great Green Eggs and Ham is.
Because you're 4% Jewish.
Right.
Yeah.
So if he was an anti-Semite, you know what? Screw him. Screw him in the face. Adam Snare wants to know if you were doing shrooms with Dr. Seuss. Sallie does shrooms with everybody, just so you guys know. If anybody has any shrooms and want to bring them over, just come on down.
That
Sallie
was on my
will love
bucket
you.
list for a while.
That was on your bucket list?
Yeah.
What, to do mushrooms?
Shrooming. Yeah.
Seriously?
Well, yeah, because I lived in Boulder, Colorado for like 4 years, and I always thought that I would to like try it because I had friends that would do that. Like, it was really common. And I just never got to it.
Did you say common or Kalman? Like Kalman?
Common.
Common. C-O-M-M-O-N. Okay. I wasn't sure if you said... No, calming. Calming, but you just said common.
Oh, calming.
That's,
got
right.
it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I could understand. I was... that's one of the things, like, if I had to go back to Colorado, I would have tried that.
Really?
Yeah.
So why didn't you try it while you were there? Like, what was the whole?
It was one of those things that I just never like got to. It was never like placed in front of me and said, try this. And I was like, oh no.
But you were hoping someone would come to you.
It was just one of those things that like I would hear people say, like friends be like, oh, I was shrooming this weekend or something. And then I'd be like, oh, that'd be fun. I'd like to try that sometime. Then I never got to it.
Wow, look at you hippie.
You wouldn't do it?
I've never even smoked a cigarette, for crying out loud. No, I don't know. Honestly, God's honest truth, I never even thought about it.
Well, because you didn't live in that environment. If I didn't live in...
that was my next question.
If I didn't
Why
live in Colorado, I wouldn't even know what it was.
So you're Coloradoist. You're just saying that everybody in Colorado is doing drugs.
Well, yeah.
But you go anywhere else and you just... No, shrooming in Hingham, Massachusetts, never! We don't allow that behavior here. Why wouldn't you do shroom? Why wouldn't you shroom in Hingham?
Because you don't find the mushrooms on Main Street in Hingham, but you do in Boulder, Colorado.
What do you mean on Main Street? Like it's legal?
In Colorado, it grows there, but it doesn't in Hingham.
I've seen mushrooms on your front lawn. Why didn't you just grab it and throw it in your mouth?
Can we just do trivia? I want to get the fuck out of here.
Oh my goodness. Wow, see that? That's what happens when she doesn't get the shroom. She gets grouchy. Speaking of shrooming, I thought I saw a quote from a comment from Captain Jack. Oh, it just says that he's watching. Speaking of shrooming. What would they say about Dick and Jane? Only dinosaurs know about these two kids. Did they ban We didn't want you. You were a mistake. The condom broke. That's a good one from Dr. Seuss. That's a good book from him. Greg DeFilippo says, good morning. Let's see. Let's see what's cooking
They
here.
can't ban Dr. Seuss because I just learned how to spell Seuss.
I so wanted Sleep with Yum Yum, says Jeff Posey. Good movie. Clint Eastwood is the man. Yeah, Gran Torino, I think, actually, believe it or not, might be my favorite Clint Eastwood movie. I thought that movie was fantastic. So are you telling me that the Jeffersons wouldn't go over well nowadays with George Jefferson calling his neighbor a honky? Well, that's my point. I think that's hilarious. And Elizabeth Batapete also saw Louis C.K. at McGuire's. Douglas King hates the word special needs. Yeah, what do you prefer? Differently abled? I know, yeah, so even I know special needs in the past 2 or 3 years, even that term is kind of taking a little bit of a hit.
And it is funny because you think about like people used to be was handicapped. Well, yeah, it started out with like crippled, then it went to handicapped, then it was disabled, then it was differently abled, and I remember I told you this already. I read this book in college, and it was just on it was in a sociology class, and I always remembered it, and it was talking about this like guy who he was in a wheelchair and he just had an accident like. I don't know, like a couple of years before, and his nephew came to visit, and his nephew was like 7.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know, they were just talking about how like, you know, when kids are around you, like people always point and they're like, oh, what's that? Why are you in a wheelchair? Blah, blah, blah. And so he was just waiting for it, you know, and the kid was on the porch with him, and he was asking him a bunch of questions like, so you can't feel your leg, and then the kid like looked at him. Like, just so happy. He goes, so I guess the kid had, like, gotten stung by a bee, like, the day before. So he's like, so if a bee stings you, it won't hurt you. And he's like, and it was so funny, like, the kid was, like, so happy for him, you know, because he was little and he didn't know. And he just, like, the whole, like, different way of looking at it. And so he wrote this book called... you know, his name, and he's like, I am fearless of bees. And he was just talking about how, like, all the handicap stickers should be changed to those who are fearless of bees. And it was just the funniest thing, you know. It was, like, really cute.
Greg DeFilippo was offering to send you some shrooms. The neighborhood kids go shroom picking in the cow fields all the time. I can just imagine how Tony would be tripping out. Oh, my God, that would be freaking awesome. Name your price, Greg, and I'll shroom right here live on the air.
Oh, geesh.
Oh, geesh.
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 You can't even take like half an aspirin without passing out. I can't even imagine.
Yeah. You're right. It's true. I don't do well with
anything.
With meds. Let's see.
All right, I'm starting.
All right, just let me look at the website real quick. DeFilippo and Joe Staz are talking. Oh, Ken Pichelle is on the ads too. Ken the ad man, he's calling himself. Okay. All right. So is Ken back?
Shroom on Zoom with plenty of leg room.
Boom. You're on the boom. All right. Let me just quickly say before we start the trivia.
There was always something more.
No. It'll be 2 seconds.
It won't be.
This Thursday when Sallie and I return, we're very excited. We're going to have Ray Abruzzo, who played Little Carmine on The Sopranos. So if you guys have any questions, if you know anything about Ray or you want to talk about The Sopranos, email us on Facebook. Message us on Facebook if you have anything you'd like us to cover, or if you have a question, anything about Ray Abruzzo that you would like us to talk about with him, please send it to us, and we'll cover it on Thursday. Very excited to talk to Ray Abruzzo on Thursday. He's signing on, I believe, at noon. And Rich Rada will be here with us, of course, so that'll be fun. He was also on The Practice. He's a New York guy originally. He's been all over. He's been on a lot of shows, so we're looking forward to that. So I just want to throw that out there quick. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, Ken is here. We hold in our hands this week's Tuesday Trivia. We need music. Bum, bum, bum.
Carla's not off camera, is she?
What's not off camera?
Carla?
No.
Okay, just checking.
What?
Because
funny you say that. Guess who's here?
She kicked tail last week.
She did. She definitely
Sallie's
did.
starting.
I know. Well, she'll wait. The way this works, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new or if you haven't been here for a while, or if you're new on our website, the way this works, Sallie and I take turns asking random trivia questions. Have nothing to do with anything. They're totally random. We try to stump each other. We try to stump Puppet Ken here. We try to stump him. Okay,
I'm so embarrassed that I just laughed at that. Talk about the things you wish you could take back.
We just try to stump each other. We try to stump you guys. Please put your answers to our questions in the comments below. We're going to ask a bunch of questions. We do not give the answers until after we're done asking the questions. Then we go back, ask the questions again, read your answers, make fun of you, make fun of each other's answers, and then give out the correct answers. No prizes, no nothing. It's just for fun, bragging rights, making fun of each other. That's the whole purpose of it. Question number 1, Sallie O'Neill.
Who became the first female secretary? Because it's
Women History Month.
Women's History Month. Who became the first female secretary of state of the United States? Let me read that again. I was trying to read here, and then I went over here and I lost half the sentence.
Deep.
Who became the first female Secretary of State of the United States appointed by President Clinton in 1997? Come on.
Oh, boy. Is it Condoleezza?
Oh.
I don't.
That was Bush, right?
Oh, you're right. That was Bush. Ken, do you know?
I don't know if I know, but I'm going to guess Elizabeth
Really?
Warren.
Wow, maybe it's a chick thing because I've
Is it
loved
Elizabeth
her
Warren?
for a long time.
Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth
No.
Warren.
All right, well, you can't tell him no.
Oh, sorry. I just get a little excited about this one.
Maybe. Elizabeth Warren. Maybe.
Let me think for a second.
Did you repeat the question, please?
It does bother me that I don't know this. I should know this.
Yes.
First female Secretary of State.
Don't look up because everyone else seems to know, but you two doofuses.
Okay, Mark White. So much like Mark White calling us doofuses there. Oh, my goodness. Well played.
All right, number 2.
All right, well.
Or number 1.
It's not
Tony number 1.
It's not Hillary. Yeah, that's bothering me that I don't know it. All right. My first question. The most common type of plastic surgery done in the United States on men is what? The most common type
Eyes.
The most common type of plastic surgery done in the U.S. is what? Sallie says eyes. Ken?
I'm going to go with nose.
Ken goes with nose. Okay, next question.
All right, I'm going to give you four foods to choose from.
Who's the woman with the short hair and the glasses? Kind of a little butch looking. I'm going with her.
That would not be her.
So, you can't.
Because she doesn't look anything like that.
The lady.
But you're not supposed to tell me that.
Oh. Sorry, I get a little excited about that question.
Ken, do you know who I'm talking about?
It made me think of the lady that hosts The Weakest Link originally, so probably not.
Yeah, probably. Or you're thinking of the person who used to give weather earthquake updates from.
I don't know who hosted The Weakest Link. I never watched that show.
She was a blonde, like straight hair, and she'd be like
short glasses.
Like, you were out.
Mean.
Anyway, she didn't work for government, and she was English, so she's out.
I think Elizabeth Warren had glasses and short hair, but like, is she a North Carolina person and not a federal? I
No,
don't
she's
even
a
know.
Boston person.
That's national.
Is it? She had really short hair, like bangs and glasses, and she kind of had like a bulldog of a face.
It's not her, though.
It's not?
No.
Apparently, it's a tall, voluptuous redhead, Tony, so you can stop guessing about the glasses.
He thinks about redheads a lot. Have you noticed that?
I'm sorry, what?
He thinks about redheads a lot.
There's nothing wrong with that.
All right. So there are 4 foods.
My wife's a redhead, thank you.
There are 4 foods.
Yeah.
What can't you feed your dog? So out of this group, what can't you give dogs?
Okay.
Onions, grapes, avocados, or peas? Or sorry, what can you give your dog?
What? So
out of the 4, which one can you give your dog?
Out of that 4, there's only one you can give your dog?
Yeah.
Read them again.
Onions, grapes, avocados, or peas?
Onions, grapes, avocados, peas. I'm going to go with grapes.
Okay.
It's can, right? It's okay to give. I'm going to go with avocados.
Avocado, and I said grapes. That woman's name is killing me, even though it's not her.
Let me just tell you, you feel like you're having a really hard time.
No.
Okay.
Let him be.
It shouldn't be this stressful.
The Diners Club was the first what?
Credit card. No. Yes.
You were gonna change it until Ken agreed with you.
It's okay. I agree with Sally a lot. She can agree with me sometimes.
She just knows you're smarter than her.
He's a
not
doctor.
Yeah, he's a biostatistician who hasn't had biology since 9th grade, so let's not put too much weight on my science questions.
All right. For musicians who read sheet music.
There's only 4 musicians who read sheet music?
No. How many notes are included in the chromatic scale?
I don't know what the chromatic scale is.
Come on.
Is that the scale? Which
scrap paper.
Oh, okay. All right. And how many? What? How many? What?
How many notes?
How many notes?
Because it's the flat, sharp.
Right. I'm going, I don't know, 12 to 15.
You got to pick one.
Pick one number.
Yeah, because it's not like
12.
willy-nilly.
I'll go 12.
Okay.
Ken?
Tony has given you the correct answer, Sally, because I
Really?
just wrote it on a piece of paper and counted.
Now, you write. Do you play an instrument?
I can play some basic piano and I can read sheet music in like an annoyingly slow, researchy kind of way. Like it would take me far too long to read anything, but
Oh, all right.
Okay.
but you're right.
All right. So, all right, next question. What gold-plated 33 RPM record did the Apollo astronauts leave behind on the moon?
Is this a multiple choice?
It is not. Well, you know what? I could make up a
What
multiple
year
choice.
was that?
Oh, come on now. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Come on. What year?
1969.
What? All right, so it's probably like some type of Elvis thing. I think it was a Beatles thing.
Probably something like Walking on the Moon by the Police and Sally's favorite Sting.
That's right.
Sally made a face at me.
River.
No, I'm just watching the TV was flashing, so I didn't understand why.
Hocus Pocus. I was a little late.
How about 69?
Ken, do you have an answer while she's thinking?
I have an answer.
What's your
I'm
answer?
going to go with Fly Me to the Moon by Old Blue Eyes. 'Cause if they didn't
Fly
write
me
that,
to the moon.
They should have.
I thought, didn't Leonard Cohen write that, or did he write? No.
I don't.
Fly Me to the Moon?
I don't think so.
He
Maybe
wrote
did.
Hallelujah.
He wrote Hallelujah. He wrote a lot of great songs. I don't think that was one of them. I've never heard that. I don't know. I'll look it up.
Don't know. Don't know.
Oh, she's hurting herself. Look at that face.
I know. Like, I know you're going to use that in tomorrow's picture.
Probably, yes. Thanks for that reminder. So what time is it? 12:03. All right.
How'd I get in that picture?
Magic.
Magic.
You don't have an
Magic
answer?
was the song that the Mets used in the late 70s, early 80s. Have to believe we are magic.
I feel like it's got to be like some Elvis thing.
All right. So you just want to go with Elvis?
Elvis.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Next question.
Okay. What other name has Pink Floyd performed under? And you can say any of the 3 choices that I have, because they've performed under 3 other types of names.
Sorry. One more time.
What other name has Pink Floyd performed under?
Okay.
That's a great question.
I know 3. So if you say any of those 3, you can. It'll work.
Do you know what's going on here, Tony?
No.
Because I think I do. I
Okay.
think there's been at least one instance where they like showed up somewhere.
Oh no, that I got.
played-
I got that. But what Sally is saying. So this isn't a multiple choice. You're saying it's you. We can
Any
give
of
you
your
one of 3.
answers, yeah, any of your answers will.
Okay.
There's more than one answer.
Okay, got it. I thought you were giving us a multiple choice. Then you were telling us that they're all right. So that I was like, what? Okay. Right. So you're right. So you're saying that like if they wanted to do a surprise appearance somewhere, and they didn't want a big, they didn't want thousands of people showing up in a place that holds 200, they went by a different name. And a lot of bands do that, by the way.
Sally's like, sure, give me an answer.
I know. I'm like, we got that.
I'm trying to just explain what you're talking about.
Well, you don't have to because all the answers are up there already, so they got it.
Goodness
Well, dang.
gracious. Oh, all right. Yeah. I was going to go with, I knew Acid Head, so I was going to go with that one.
I have not looked.
At least I think that's one they used.
Not that I have.
Oh, okay.
I will throw out a guess of Nobody's Home. I don't know if that's remotely true or not.
Flying Pigs.
You're
Yeah.
not supposed to look at the answers
All right. Well, why not?
because you're supposed to come up with your own answer.
All right. Well, I'm going with Plagianos. Flying Pigs.
That's always a good idea.
Yeah, but I think as a music guy, in fact, Pink Floyd was actually, it's on my list of topics. I had a Pink Floyd thing that I'll wait for Thursday or Friday.
Oh, wow.
But I am a big Floyd fan. I have all the albums, and I do think that's one of them. So that's where I'm going with that one. I would swear I've heard that before, is what I'm saying. Okay. I have a music question now, too. Who sang advertising jingles for McDonald's, Pepsi, Chevrolet, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and others before making it big on the music scene?
Barry Manilow.
Sally's going with Barry Manilow. Ken?
Companies again, please.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
The companies again, please.
Oh, repeat the question.
Just the companies.
Oh, just the companies. I didn't know what you said. McDonald's, Pepsi, Chevrolet, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and others. There actually might be two answers to this, actually, but
I think I'm going to agree with Sally because I do remember that Barry Manilow definitely did a lot of jingles, and I can't get it to play in my head, but I know I had like Manilow Live on 8-track. 8-track kids, Google it. It was,
I
it was
actually,
a long time ago.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead, next question.
Oh, okay. What is the national symbol of Ireland?
A pint of Guinness. See, now that's not offensive. It's just funny.
It's a great idea.
If I don't see the answer up there, I'll give a bigger hint.
John Brett is watching from England. Hello, John Brett. Didn't you just recently retire?
He would know. He would know what the national symbol of Ireland is.
I'm going to go with a harp.
Well, don't they have like a clover or something on their flag?
No. Their flag is really similar, I think, to Italy.
I'm going with the clover.
Okay. You sure it's not a shirtless dude in a kilt named
That would be Scotland.
In Sally's dreams, it is.
That's Scotland.
Oh.
What would you?
I'm sticking with a harp because maybe that's why Guinness put a harp on the Guinness logo or something like that. Look at me knowing about Guinness. Guinness is a good beer.
Good thinking. Okay.
Consume in moderation. # not a sponsor, but call us.
Okay. A dog was arrested in Seville in 1983 for what?
Seville?
Seville.
Where's that?
Seville is in
Spain for peeing on the barber's barbershop pole. The barber of Seville?
I'm the barber of Seville. That's Alfalfa. Figaro.
A dog was arrested?
Yeah.
For what?
That's what I'm asking you. That's the question. Ken says peeing.
So Seville is a city in Spain, I think. Seriously, is
I
that
would
what the
say
barber of Seville's about?
stealing food.
Stealing?
I thought you were going to say, you said stealing. I thought you said dealing. I'm like, is Sally going to say that the dog was arrested for dealing drugs? Because it could happen.
Next question.
What do people view porn on the most? Like what device?
What, you like a computer or a phone, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Their iPad. No, I'm going to go with phone. Phone.
I mean, if this is remotely current, I would expect probably a phone in this day and age.
All right. At least 1 in 5 people blank during sex. Do they sleep? Do they use their smartphones? Do the laundry? Or eat a meal? At least 1 in 5 people do this during sex. Sleep, use their smartphones, do the laundry, eat a meal.
I hate to be the one to ask define during, but what?
In the act when you're
I want to know the definition for eating a meal.
all right, you want to I guess well just all right, you want to just go to eating food?
That's what I mean. Like, I need some clarification.
You're a slob.
Yeah,
I don't
fart
understand what
wasn't
you two
a
are
choice.
talking about, but this is a hard question.
It requires sanitizing, I'll tell you that much.
I'm going to go with smartphone.
Sally goes with smartphones.
And that's it, right?
Yeah, but we're waiting on Ken.
I'm going to agree with Sally because, frankly, I think the other 3 answers kind of freak me out. What was it? Sleeping, eating, and what?
Sleeping, smartphones, do the laundry, or eat a meal.
Do the laundry.
Well, some people do it, on the, when the washing machine is, vibrating and shaking. Some people will.
Because guys are that smart to get up and run that errand to score points. And, well, if a woman left to do the laundry, you're out of luck, dude. She ain't coming back.
Okay. All right. So let's go back. Are you ready?
Yep. Who became the first female Secretary of State of the United States, appointed by President Clinton in 1997?
Carrie says Jinsey. I don't know who that is. Condi Rice. Madeleine Albright. Ah, damn, she came to my head, but I still can't remember who why did the car get replaced by the Nissan Juke and why? What? Madeleine Albright. Reno. Janet Reno. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah, I could see how you would say
That's
that.
who I was thinking of. Janet Reno. Thank you, Greg.
The answer is Madeleine Albright, though.
Oh, it was Madeleine Albright.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What most common type of plastic surgery done on U.S. men is what? Sally said eyes. Ken said nose. Deborah says eyes. Elizabeth says breast. Kirsten says eyes. Joe says on the hair. I like your shirt.
Thank you. Can you come in on the show?
Yeah, you want to come in? We're just in time. We're doing trivia.
Just in time. Just in time for what?
Let's see how smart you are.
Oh, come on.
Joe Carletto is here, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Carletto, the man,
Don't get
the
excited.
myth,
Nobody does.
the legend behind Governors. Do I need to set up a camera?
Hope no. God, no.
Yes, absolutely, I do.
Why do you have 2 cameras on you and one on Sally? That can't be any good for anybody.
Hello, Mr. Carletto. I didn't know you were going to show up, and I was not kissing butt by guessing a Blue Eyes answer. But I did guess a Blue Eyes answer.
Yes,
I know you're a Sinatra fan.
Wait, yes. Yeah. Thank you. I can't see who's talking.
That was if you look on there, see
Oh,
up in
there
the
we
corner,
go.
that is Ken Pichelle.
Hey, what are you doing?
Ken is on almost
Tuesday
all the
trivia.
Ken? Yeah, you do.
I hear him on the show all the time.
That's right. Yeah. We're good then?
So now what do? Do I sit here and stare at Ken?
If you want.
Ken, can I stare at you? Does that make you uncomfortable or anything?
My understanding is that I should expect that anyone in the studio does that, so go for it.
Oh, wait, you know what?
There you
Now,
go. There
this
you go.
might help to hear you. Okay, I'm on. Okay.
Hey, you
You're
got
good?
me now?
Yes, I am. Come in, 1-9er. Come in, 1-9er.
I said
Runway
my
6, Ken.
Yes,
Runway
I
6.
said my understanding is that anybody in the studio, I should expect that they might be staring at me, so go for it.
There we go. All right, so we were just asking, what is the most common type of plastic surgery done in the U.S. on men?
On men.
On men. On men. So
on men.
I'll read you some of the answers.
Deviated septum.
Ooh, that's actually a good answer. Deviated septum, says Joe. All right. So, yeah, some of the answers, a lot of people saying eyes and
Yeah,
nose.
someone said circumcision. I'm like, that's a pretty smart answer.
That is really.
Elizabeth Batapete said breast. Penis enlargement, circumcision, eyelids. Okay, so.
Madam Albright?
Well, that was a
Why
different
would
question.
They make you look like Madam Albright? That's a weird surgery.
Some people, you never know. But actually, the answer is Elizabeth got it right. It's breast.
Is it really
I
for
was
men?
going to say that. The reduction,
No, you
right?
weren't.
I know,
Yeah.
you're
For
right.
men though?
Well, it is.
Yeah,
It's breast.
they have-
It's breast reduction.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like over like I said eyes. I figured a lot of like men as they get
Saggy
older.
stuff?
Yeah.
Why are you
so
looking at
more
me when you
men.
say that?
No
Why-
reason.
why-
No.
There's other things sagging that we got to worry about. All right. So next
Yeah, breast
question.
is a surprise. Okay. As far as foods that you can feed your dog, onions, grapes, avocados, or peas, which one can you feed your dog?
Repeat them again.
Avocados,
Yeah.
grapes, onions, peas.
Only one of those you can feed
Only
your dog.
one you can
Only
feed.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ken said avocados. I
would
said
say-
grapes.
I would say avocados and peas.
Peas is correct. The rest is a little dangerous.
Okay.
Peas, really?
Peas, yeah, they actually make, they put peas in dry dog food, so it's.
That's true,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, so all right.
But the
Andrew,
others, you got to stay away from grapes.
Plagano said chocolate. That wasn't one of the choices,
No,
Andy.
chocolate you can't feed
Well,
your
that's
dog.
true,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
You
Well,
can't
chocolate was obvious that you can't feed, but the other ones, like people don't know that you can't give them grapes.
Well, yeah, I
and
went with grapes because they're just water. What's wrong with a grape?
But grapes and even
bothers them.
peas
What
are a
kind of
little
wine do you drink? It's just water.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You got me.
You
got
gotta up
me.
your wine game.
I gotta up a lot of things. Yeah, a lot of people. Oh, look at that. A lot of people saying peas.
Yeah.
D.
You're
Filippo
always
said
trying
avocado.
to appease your pets.
Man.
And that's why Joe's in a comedy club, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's why I'm playing to an empty room for the last year. Has nothing to do with the virus.
The most common plastic surgery. This is the first from their comment I'm reading today, by the way. The most common plastic surgery men get is on their face, so they always look pleasantly surprised when their wife gets home.
Well, that'd be helpful.
Okay, next question. Diners Club was the first what?
Credit card.
Credit card.
Credit card. Yep, everybody seems to. Yep, everybody's. Oh, train car, says Carrie. That's wrong. Gentlemen's Club, says Kirsten. Kirsten, Kirsten is always very sexual in the comments. We have to meet her. Lobster? Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of these answers. They got to be the different questions or different
Yeah, they're
shows.
probably the different
Or they
questions.
just woke up, rolled over, and just answered.
And just
I
said
don't know,
lobster.
You have to understand.
6. Excellent.
Well, that's our. Most brain surgeons are not watching the show. I have to tell you that.
All right. How many notes are included in the chromatic scale?
All right, so that's why there's numbers there. Just because it's the
listening.
next
No,
question.
Joe just said Mr. Sinatra. Hello, Joe C. I'm listening. I'm reading from my fans. My one fan. Thank you, Joe. My one fan. I have to answer him. I don't care what the chromatic table is.
Wow, good thing we brought Joe in to play trivia.
So far, he's doing good.
All right, so Kirsten says 8. Andrew says 10. Carrie says 7. Johnny Lambros still talking about the Diners Club. Deborah doesn't know. Joan Croupier is watching. Joe says 4. I can't tell you the answer about sheet music because I'm dyslexic, says Fremder. Good thing you play guitar.
Well, either way, it would be the same amount of notes.
Well, true. Greg is saying 12. Andrew says 12. I think I should. Yeah, me and Ken, we both said 12 too, right, Ken?
Is it 12? Is that the answer?
Yeah, 12 is the answer.
12 is
Would
the
you
answer.
like to hear what they are? C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, and B. And you can replace those sharps with flats, and you still get 12.
Why would you replace them? Aren't they? Are
Well,
they?
when you go back
are
down,
they
you
the
have to
same?
do the flats.
Oh.
Like you go up with sharps and you come down with flats, so you can do both.
Wow.
Yeah.
A sharp and B flat are the same.
Yeah, they're the same
on a
exact
piano
note.
key
This is the
chord
nerd
or
section of our show. Just so you
No,
know.
it's interesting.
About music.
Yeah.
It is.
And well, music's about math. Hey, Andy.
All
They
right.
told me to replace flats. I thought heels.
Or cars.
All Next question. What gold-plated 33 RPM record did the Apollo astronauts leave behind on the moon?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Now-
Sinatra.
Yep. Ken said Fly Me to the Moon. Sally said anything by Elvis. Carrie saying the Beatles. Andy Platino's Me So Horny by Two Live Crew. Deborah says the Beatles. Elizabeth
That was on the
Badapizzas.
space shuttle, Andy. That was on the space shuttle.
Right. Fly Me to the Moon also says Elizabeth. Louis Armstrong says Greg.
You
Jailhouse.
said Moon River. That's a good guess.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Because I said that when I read the question. I was joking. All right. Jeff says going back to work. All right, Jeff. See you later. Moon River, I believe a Beatles record, Blue Moon, or The Cow Jumped Over the Moon. Okay. Well, nobody
Nobody got it right?
got it right.
Who don't say the name of the song, say the artist.
Yeah.
I don't even have that, and you'll understand when I tell you.
Okay.
The answer is a record. It was a record of Camelot because it was JFK's favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah, weird. Kind of makes sense, I guess, but weird.
I mean, you'd think they'd leave like something like the Star Spangled Banner or something like you know they'd do something like that.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah. Well, there you go. A favorite by
that's
JFK,
interesting.
and he was already dead. What, 6 years at that point? So I don't know. I don't know if he started like laying if he started the foundation of getting these guys in space. I don't know.
I think he did. I think
Oh, did he? Yeah.
did a lot in the space program, I believe. But
Well,
I
there
mean,
you go.
let's ask Andy because he would tell us.
Yeah, true. Andy knows all. Okay, go ahead.
what other name has Pink Floyd performed under?
Are you a Pink Floyd fan there, Joe Carlino?
Other than Sinatra, it's just all noise.
Come on, you don't. There must be somebody else that you like. Dean Martin. You must like Dean
Yes.
Martin. But it's all that genre.
Yeah, that's
Like,
it.
like you wouldn't listen to a Beatle record.
I would.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You would. You don't want to, but you would.
If I had a choice, you know.
Oh, yeah,
If I had a
okay.
choice what to drink, it's scotch.
True.
You know, so
All right.
if I had a choice of what to listen to, it's Sinatra.
Okay. All right. So all right. So Ken said nobody's home. I agreed with Andy Plagenos with Flying Pigs.
I've only seen one correct answer, and that's not to say the
Oh,
others
it's up
aren't
there?
right.
It was up there?
Yeah, there's 3 answers that I have because they went under a bunch of different names.
The Tea Set, Acid Head, Purple Fluff, The Dark, Flying Pigs, Dark Side of the Moon.
Manilow.
Oh, that's for the next one. That's for the next question.
So that is funny though.
Yeah.
That is very funny.
Yeah.
All right, what's the answer there?
The Tea Sets.
Oh, really? Tea
yeah,
Set is
is
one of them?
one. And then Screaming Abdabs.
Okay.
And
Is Sorcerer Full of Secrets? Is that one of them? No.
Leonard's Largers.
Leonard's Largers?
Yeah, those
The
3.
hell does that mean?
So the Tea Set is the only one that someone got right.
I like D. Filippo. He says Boy George. Oh, no, that might be for the next question, too. All right. Next question, also a music question. Who sang advertising jingles for McDonald's, Pepsi, Chevrolet, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and others before making it big on the music scene? Both Sally and Ken said Manilow. Right. D. Filippo saying Boy George. Jones says Manilow. Joe Stas says it was me.
Charlie Sheen and 2.5 Men.
Yes. What? One time at a Pink Floyd concert, someone pulled down their pants. I think it was the Dark Side of the Moon tour. Oh, my
Are
goodness.
you reading Fremder again?
I actually...
No! Why would you guess that?
I actually did see a girl peeing at a Pink Floyd show once. I saw Pink Floyd at Yankee Stadium in 1994, and I saw a girl peeing, and my buddy yelled out to her. He goes, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" And she goes, "Fuck you, asshole!" Guess you had to be there. Plagenos is agreeing. It's Manilow. Lambro says Manilow. Okay, those are all the answers. Yes, it is Manilow. And Ken, yes, you nailed it. It was on the Manilow Live 8-track where he did a medley of all the
songs that he did.
all the jingles
I know he
that
did the big McDonald's one.
Yeah, You Deserve a Break Today. That's
Yeah,
Manilow, yeah.
right.
But also Sheryl Crow. She did a lot of jingles before she hit it big, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Know that. Okay.
All right, next question.
What is the national symbol of Ireland?
I said the clover. Ken said harp. John Brett says clover. See, now I think my answer is correct because John Brett is in England.
Ah.
But Andy said harp.
Andy said
that
harp.
makes me feel good.
Yeah, but England doesn't pay any attention to Ireland, so I would
That too.
Except when they're
go with
attacking them.
Yeah. Except that they're still in their potatoes.
I think that's it.
It's the harp.
Oh, it is the harp. What did Kristen
It's
write?
on a beer bottle, right?
Yeah, that's actually
That's
what Ken
what-
said. He
that's
was
what
like,
Ken
"Well, I
said,
think it's
yeah.
going to go with the beer."
Like maybe that's why Guinness used it on their stuff.
Right.
That
Yeah.
was totally my guess,
Wow.
and it was a guess.
The national symbol for Ireland is a man drinking a beer out of a kilt. Let's see. Okay. A dog was arrested in Seville in 1983 for what? Ken said peeing. Sally said stealing food. Kirsten agrees with you. Greg says molesting a woman. Dry humping a mariachi band member. For passing out Antichrist pamphlets, they were very critical of Spain's royalty.
A dog
That says anarchist.
Oh, anarchist. Oh, like it matters, Ken.
It might matter to Andy. He wrote it.
True. Sitting on the mayor's lawn, public urination, sniffing crotches. You have any? You want to touch this one or no?
No. Oh, we're talking about the dog?
The dog, yeah.
You know.
Wait till we're off the air.
If anyone ever says, "Do you want to touch this one?"
Yeah.
say no.
My mother always told me to say no, so I
always
just
say
said no
no.
automatically.
Stranger danger. A dog was arrested in the city of Seville in 1983. You were close. Handbag snatching.
Oh wow! I wonder if they taught him to do that.
Right, so you would arrest the owner then, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I don't know.
But
I don't have any more information than that. Ready then?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So, let's see.
It was, I believe, the sex
The
your
sex question. What do people view porn on the most?
Both Ken and I said phone. Kirsten says phone, and I believe she would know. Yeah, they're all saying phone.
Everyone's saying phone.
From what I see so far.
Yeah, I mean they're right. The tablet and the computer combined, like your
Doesn't equal
your
the
laptop,
phone?
is only 23%, and the phone is 77%.
Wow.
okay.
So don't look at my phone to see what I've been looking at.
That's okay. I don't want to know.
God no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the big moment, the very last question.
And it's a doozy.
At least 1 in 5 people do what during sex? Sleep, use their phones, do the laundry, or eat a meal? Kirsten says phone. Greg D. Filippo says fart. Carrie says sleep. Joe says phone. Captain Jack says fart. Eating a meal, says Taz.
Eating a meal?
I know, that's what I was like, a
That's
meal?
so weird. Didn't
Yeah.
George Costanza do that? Right, the cured
Yeah,
meat.
that's right.
Scene.
Phones, I think this was asked or presented differently. All right. Eat a meal, says D. Filippo. Eat a fondue. Eating a banana split. Whatever out of those choices happens during sex is always going to result in having to wash the sheets. I enjoy eating clam chowder, says Jeff Bosey. Use their phone, says Joan. Whatever people doing sex.
Where's their phone?
Yeah. Oh, now everybody's saying hi to you. Look at it. Captain Jack. You know, all right. Are you, Billy Joel?
Yeah.
You know the song Captain Jack?
Yes, I know the story.
Oh, you do? Do I
Yeah,
tell you that
we
every
met.
time I see you? Oh, you met Jack?
Yeah,
That's
because
right.
he was
He
in
was
here a couple of times.
That's right. My apologies.
That's
My
quite all
apologies.
right.
Elizabeth Batapete says hello.
Lambros said hello.
Yep, look at that. Oh, Laura Alvino says hello.
Hello, everybody.
Let's see. All right, so I think Gina Conjemi Coffin says hello. In Hawaii, we would throw peas in water, and all the fish would come to you. All right. D. Filippo says hi, Mr. C.
Good to know.
Taz calls you Mr. Sinatra. Look at that. And Carrie says she's your newest fan. Look at that. Wow, look at that.
This.
And Saliani's getting warmed up for DD tonight.
We have an audience full of adults. Anyway, here's some trivia. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So the answer is, everybody's saying use their phones. Yeah, that is the answer. They use their phones during sex. Well, maybe they're watching porn.
Well, it's not like you're making a phone call. It's like, yeah, or
Well.
like your phone goes off and you're like, okay, I don't have to get it.
Maybe they are using their phone. Maybe they're, I don't know, maybe they're, FaceTiming with someone. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. All right. I wish Sheryl Crow would jingle me. That is my celebrity. Who is your celebrity crush? Like, it's it's Angie
Frank
Dickinson.
Sinatra.
Angie Dickinson.
Angie Dickinson.
Yeah.
Angie Dickinson or Armand DeSanti.
Who?
That's my mother's. That's my mother's.
How could you not? Guy or girl, how can you not like that guy? Andy Garcia.
Oh, did we ever tell you?
Denzel Washington.
Denzel, sure.
Ava Gardner. And
Oh.
Marilyn Monroe.
Did I ever tell you? We have a Andy Garcia story. Did we ever tell you this?
No.
Oh yeah, he felt me up once.
Yep. True story.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous now.
Yeah.
We were
No, seriously?
I know.
dead serious. Dead serious. We were in Scotland, and we have a dear friend who's a musician in England. He was like he was a band leader on a talk show, almost like Paul Schaefer to Letterman. So he's a little bit of a name in England. And Elio, you guys have seen him on here. He was performing in St. Andrew. They have the big golf course there. Okay. And he was doing a big charity event there. There were celebrities, all sorts of people. Huey Lewis was there and some other people. And
Huey Lewis was conducting the
he was
entire
heavily
thing.
involved in the band. So we were there. 2016, we went, and we went to this thing. Andy Garcia was there. And it was later in the night, so people are now loosening up and loosening the ties and taking pictures. So we asked him, Andy, can we take a picture? And he was hammered, and he barely even said yes. It was more just like
He was pretty hammered.
We take the picture.
I could have totally taken advantage of him.
Yeah, well, yeah. As soon as we're done taking the picture, Sallie turns to him and says, "Thank you," and he's like, "Oh, you're welcome." I mean, he literally just.
That's hysterical.
I know. When he walked away, and I looked at him. I go, "Did you just see that?" I go,
that's the reaction.
I know,
right
because
there.
it was so funny. I'm like, Andy Garcia just felt me up.
Yeah.
How do I frame that? I could easily frame an autograph, but how do I frame this?
Frame the
Like,
fingerprints.
did everyone just see that? It was so funny.
She hasn't washed the boob since.
And then and it was so funny because like it was after that all the Me Too stuff came out, and I was like maybe I shouldn't have laughed at that. I just thought it was funny.
Hello, Mr. Joe from Frank Frasca.
Oh,
that's on the
yes,
website.
I know Frankie Frasca.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
See, the website is working.
Oh, wow.
They're commenting there.
How nice. Vimeo, right?
Yep, Vimeo, yeah.
Beautiful.
So it's going well. 2 days in, and so far so good. All right, so those are
give Mike O'Toole a shout out as long as
absolutely
you two
we
guys.
Yep.
Sally and Tony
Bobby
and Mike.
W.
Bobby.
Everybody, you as well. All of us, everybody. We've been working hard to make this work.
I just get shout at.
Yeah.
A lot of hours, so glad it was worth it.
What?
What?
Joe Montana
kissed it back. This might be the better story. So.
Wait, what?
From Tim. Joe Montana kissed the back of my neck at a bowling alley.
So I can relate.
I'm very curious. Yeah, I wonder why he was in the back of a bowling alley with him. Yeah.
That's
Is he
cool.
dead?
Is who dead?
The Joe Montana.
Joe Montana.
He's on Law and Order or something like that.
Yeah, he's on one of those. Yeah.
Well, can you fathom someone kissing Sally on
Oh,
the
that's
back
true.
of the neck and not winding up dead?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well,
Sally Ann,
depends if it's Andy Garcia or not.
Apparently.
All right, there we go. It's thank you guys. Did a super job on the trivia. Thank you, sir. Super job as always.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. This
You're
is
welcome.
cool. This is
You're
fun.
welcome. I'm going to take my leave now and leave the professionals to do this.
Well, let us know when they're here, the professionals.
They're in the hallway. They'll be right in.
Take care, Joe.
See you later, Ken. Bye, everyone.
See you, Joe. Thank you. That was fun. All right, so we're out of here. It is Tuesday, so we have Soul Space with Georgia on at 6:30, right?
Yep.
We have, and don't forget you have to go to his Facebook page tonight, Anthony Rodia Comedy. Go to his Facebook page tonight. You'll see Anthony and Johnny and Sally and myself tonight for a little bit of laughs at 8 o'clock. Come back to Gov's Radio on Facebook and catch Domestic Disturbance with Tim and Carla and Mike. And then tomorrow at 11 is Flip the Switch with Marla Schultz. And, of course, we have Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up tomorrow night at 7:30 with Don and Benny and the man right above my head there. And immediately followed at 9 o'clock tomorrow night by Christy Miller Unleashed. Wednesday night's got to be one of my favorite nights here at Gov's Radio. Just a lot of great stuff. And then Sally and I are back here on Thursday with Rich Rader will be sitting here. Ad Man will be doing the ads. And then joining us a little bit into the show will be Ray Abruzzo, formerly of The Sopranos, played Little Carmine. And, of course, some other stuff as well. So that'll be Thursday. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Super job with the trivia. And Sally and I will see you with Rich Ray.